Hello, my people. I want to tell you about Mr. or Mrs. H. I'll tell you their characteristics, and at the end of the video, I will spell it out to you. The real Mr. or Mrs. H. If anytime you have money, your plan is to spend first, then save what is left, then you are Mr. or Mrs. H. Because what you're doing is abnormal. Reasonable people, financially literate people, they save first and spend what is left. Because if they do it the other way around, there is nothing left to save at the end of the day. So if you do it that way, the abnormal way, then you are Mr. or Mrs. H. Normal people that have common sense, they go and obtain loans and they use such monies and invest it in profitable businesses that brings returns, and those returns are thereby used to service those loans. Smart. But if you are the type that goes to obtain a loan to throw parties, you go and get a loan to buy expensive clothes and perfumes for yourself. You go and obtain a loan to pay recurrent expenditure like utility bills, like data for your phone. You are the real Mr. or Mrs. H. Wow, I heard that they just increased your salary. If you are that type of person, that the moment they increase your salary, your next agenda is how to increase your spending. You don't increase your savings, you would rather increase your spending. That is when you will know, you will realize all of a sudden that that car does not befit me. Yes, that car does not. I've been looking at the car, it does not befit me. You've been using that car for the past 5 years, no issues. The car is very fuel efficient, it's all that, it's good, it delivers. But now that you just got a pay rise, boom, that car is no longer good enough. Some guys, that is when they will now look at their girlfriends and they'll be like, have I been dreaming? No, wait, you mean I'm dating this girl? No, this girl is too low class. That is when they want to upgrade to high maintenance girls that will finish all their money. That's when all of a sudden they realize that their 2-bedroom apartment is too small for them. Now they want to go and pay rent for a duplex. Yes, that's when they're looking to go to a duplex. Then all of a sudden, as a woman, you wake up from your slumber because you just got a pay rise to realize that the school that your kids attend is no longer good enough for them. No, they don't teach well in that school. Now you want to upgrade their school. You are upgrading your expenditure because you got a pay rise. You are not upgrading your savings. Don't worry. Continue. Poverty is just around the corner. You are 2 minutes away from poverty. Hello? You are the real Mr. or Mrs. H. If you are the type of person that the moment they tell you about a business, you don't do due diligence. You don't come to Victor Isibo Reviews YouTube channel to find out about the business. You don't know anything about the business just because the returns, the profits promised is lucrative. You sell off your house. You use your children's school fees. You sell off your valuables. You put all the money in this strange business. You are testing the depth of water with both feet. Are you normal? Then at the end of the day, the platform collapses, everybody runs away, and the website is no longer accessible. Then you have lost a fortune to a strange website. Then you are the real Mr. or Mrs. H. If you are that person that your entire motive in life is to impress people, you want to look rich as much as possible, you would wear a $2,000 shirt, but you don't have $20 in your bank account. You would take a taxi somewhere. The driver would offer you the change. You will ask him to keep it as a tip. Tips that you need. You have no business flying, taking air flights to anywhere. Your financial status is that warrants that you travel by road. No, you would use your life savings to take a flight. And you are not even flying economy. You want to fly first class. Then on that flight, you are making videos that you want to put on your WhatsApp status. Your priority is to look rich, not to be rich. Clap for yourself. You are the real Mr. or Mrs. H. If you are the type that depends solely on one singular stream of income, especially if you are a 9 to 5 person, you depend solely on your salary. You fail to realize that you can wake up one day and your boss would fire you. All your life is centered around your job. You don't want to create other streams of income. If you are that person that the debt that you are owing numerous people. Before the month ends, you are already waiting for your salary. And that salary, when it comes, it finishes that day because you have a long list of people that you are owing. Your salary is never enough. If you are that person, that second week of the month, you are already broke. If you are that person, that when you call family and friends on phone, the moment they see you're the one calling, they are reluctant to pick up because they know that you are going to be begging them for money. You are always begging. Some people have started saving your number on their phone as Mr. or Mrs. Beggar when you are not working for Julius Beggar. If you are always financially stranded, every time you are always needing help, then you are the real Mr. or Mrs. H. Now, Victor, what is this with Mr. or Mrs. H? Yes, the analogy I gave is very understandable. But what has the alphabet H got to do with this? Does the H stand for helpless because such people are always helpless? Well, it doesn't. Does it stand for hungry because such people are always broke and hungry? No, it doesn't. Now, let me explain to you how come about the Mr. or Mrs. H. Such people that I outlined in this video, they are always financially stranded. Financially, they are always in the middle of nowhere. Always in the middle of nowhere. Always in the middle of nowhere. Now, when you spell nowhere, which alphabet stands boldly in the middle of nowhere? Now you see it. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. H, for watching this video.